Hey everybody, welcome back. It is said that we have two minds, the monkey mind and the wise mind. Now the monkey mind wants to solve problems. It's designed to do that. But there are problems it cannot solve, as you may have noticed. So that's where meditation comes in. It may not solve your problems, but it will probably lessen your belief in your problems. Meditation will help you see your problems differently. It's often said that you can't solve a problem with the same level of consciousness that created it. And so with meditation, we shift our consciousness ever so slightly. It's like being lost in a forest and you see a hill nearby. And you know that if you stand on top of that hill, you can see clearly where to go. That's what meditation is like. It allows a different point of view with which to see. So do an experiment with me. You can do it now or you can do it later, but find a time to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths and just be still with yourself. For me, when I did this a while ago, it was really scary to sit quietly, even for a moment. It was like walking into a dark alley in the middle of the night. I never knew what I was going to find. But that right there told me early on what my daily anxiety levels were like. Or perhaps you don't feel fearful at first, but there's this haunting sensation that if you sat there long enough, you might be afraid, or you're afraid what might come up. Again, that's information. Eventually, we all have to stop running from the things that we fear. I recall one time before I started meditating regularly, when my anxiety levels were through the roof. Everywhere I looked, I felt fear. It was the government or my relationship, my job situation, my apartment. You could say that I was in a constant state of fear. So one day I sat my butt down in the chair and I let every single thing hit me. I'm a very visual person, so I tried to imagine what the fear would look like if it came through my door. And as I sat there with my eyes closed, I waited for something like a monster or a demon. But no, what came to me was a little boy with green eyes and black hair. It was me as a child. And I let that child speak to me. And he had so many things to say. He was worried that I might get hurt in a relationship. He was concerned that my father might not love me. He was worried that I might not have the finances to get through the week. That child unburdened with me in that moment. And I leaned into that discomfort and I listened to everything he had to tell me. And so it is with sitting or meditating. We're present to whatever may arise. There's no forcing, there's no demanding, just allowing the things that we may have been running from to be welcomed, acknowledged, and in that acknowledgement, we find that they release. Whenever I'm using social media compulsively or constantly checking my phone, which is a lot of the time, it's a good indication to me that I'm trying to distract myself from something. So I get curious. What's that? What's bugging me? So I sit quietly and I find out. So that's all we have time for today. Start with 2 minutes a day. That's all it takes to begin.